Hey guys, how you going today? It's Carmel here from Performance Coaching. It's really good to have my boots back on today because I've really been focusing on building a foundation for myself instead of playing football. But it's all so that I can play football at a much better standard. Yeah. So today I wanted to share with you a video about how to increase your performance. And a really basic way to do that is to focus on building your foundation. And by your foundation, I just mean like what supports you in performing and playing football or whatever sport you're playing. That might look like, that will look like, you know, your home environment, your relationships, what you feed your mind and what you feed your body. All of those things together accumulate to form your foundation in performing in life. So I realized this lesson when I tried to become a professional footballer for Brisbane Roar, which is in the W League, the Australian Football League. And it didn't work out because I didn't have a foundation. I didn't really have relationships that could truly support me. I had to move to my club by myself when I was 17 or 18. I had to move away from family members, and I was young, I didn't have a job, so I couldn't really feed myself. I was quite stressed at the time. New environment, new teammates, and it was not the foundation I needed to make it professionally, and it really didn't end up working out for me. But I learned a big lesson from it, and that was what I'm sharing with you today. So I want you to understand how building and healing your foundation and fixing your foundation helps you perform in a logical way. And that's because your foundation, like that's you, like this is your foundation. Like you don't have a great amount of support that you can perform on. You're very, wobbly on the field. You're not centered or grounded. But as that foundation increases and becomes bigger, your peace, and you're able to be at peace, and you're able to be grounded on the field because you've got this massive level of support underneath you. And why that peace and that foundation is so important is because performance requires peace. Performance requires groundedness if you truly desire to perform at a decent level. Your peace on the field is what allows you to be present and make quick decisions, and allows you to be sharp. Your peace is what grounds you, allows you to be focused and channel energy and power through your body. Your peace is what allows you to stay composed in situations which seem unovercomable on the field. So if you're down 3-0 with 15 minutes to go, a deep peace will really help you stay focused and grounded to move forth with your power to come away with a 4-3 win. Instead of if you don't have peace and you're not composed or not grounded, you don't have that deep foundation and peace in your life to allow yourself to be peaceful and composed on the field, then it's going to require a lot more of you to dig into yourself and to take from yourself to come away with a win in that situation. You don't really have any power behind you because you don't have any peace or groundedness in your being. And why, the peace comes onto the football field from the foundation that you cultivate in your life is because, your life on the football field isn't separate from your life at home. Your vibration of peace and foundation doesn't leave you or change when you come on the football field. The vibration and peace that you give yourself from your foundation comes with you everywhere you walk in life, because that's just who you are, and that's the vibration that you hold. And if you look at all the biggest footballers in the world, especially the top athletes, like the famous ones like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, from a young age, even though Ronaldo grew up in poverty, when he was maybe 11 or 12, he had a whole club pick him up and take him home and give him that foundation and support. And it's because Ronaldo already had that foundation and support in his vibration, because whatever vibration you have in your life is what you attract, because your external is not separate from your internal vibration, your internal reality. So if you don't have a foundation, if you don't have a deep grounded peace or foundation, if you haven't cultivated that within yourself by loving all these different areas in your life, there's going to be a certain point you reach in your performance where you can't really give much more. So thanks for listening, guys. I really enjoyed sharing my knowledge and understanding of performance and basics to performance. And that first really big lesson I've learned is deepening your foundation. And I'm thinking maybe in later videos we'll talk about how you actually deepen your foundation by loving those different areas in your life, because giving love to places is what expands them. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you in later videos. Please like, share and subscribe to my Facebook page, and also I have a website called Performance Coaching, which explains a little bit more about me and how I came about with wanting to give this business to you all and sharing myself through this business. Alright, thanks guys, see ya. Sorry. Another thing that just came into mind when I was kicking the ball was it's not just the athlete that wants to focus on deepening their peace to increase their performance. If you're the manager of a club, you want to find ways to support and provide a foundation for your coaches and your staff who are looking after the team, so that they have the peace to perform their roles. And if you're the coach or you're the staff, you want to work out ways to provide a deeper foundation for your players so that they can perform. And then there's the individual athlete who also can focus on deepening their peace and their foundation. So if you really want to I want to start to look at how we think you get the most out of athletes and football clubs and teams and sport itself. I don't think it's, we're not completely like this. I know there's clubs that are implementing yoga and stuff into their program, which is nice, but the mindset of pushing the athlete to their limit and squeezing every last drop out of them. I don't think that that's how you can truly get the most out of a football team or sporting itself. I believe that true performance comes from a deep level of peace within the club itself. So I'd like to start looking at that as well, exploring that myself and see what I find. So yeah, just started that little bit. Thanks guys, see you later. The last bit, if you are the manager or the coach who wants to find ways to deepen the foundation for your club or your team or your staff, don't make any excuses that you can't do that. If you don't have money would be a huge contributor to deepening the piece and the foundation to your club, your players, your staff. If you don't have the money, then just find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? If you have the desire in your heart to be the best club, then find a way. The desire is in your heart for a reason, and there's very much an opening to receive that desire and have that for yourself. What it's going to require of you is to really look within yourself and open yourself up and find that solution. Finding that solution is really going to help you grow, ask you to grow as a person, because to attract that and to achieve that desire, you have to cultivate it within yourself first to attract that, if that makes sense. My teacher Jeff said to me, to become a professional footballer, that's at a high level, that's an inner achievement that I have to achieve. That's something I have to really open up and cultivate and grow within myself. So if you're wanting to grow your club, but you don't have the means to do so right now, where there's a will, there's a way, and it's going to ask you to really open up and find that way. And it's going to really ask you to grow to find that for your club. If you want it to provide it to your club in a sustainable level without going and just taking it from somewhere. If you want to provide a sustainable, wholesome solution that's going to deepen the foundation of your club, then that's going to come from you, if that's your responsibility. So yeah, I just wanted to add that last piece as well.